Hachiman Hikigaya from My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu, or Oregairu for short, and Hotaru Oriki from Hyouka are two great examples of what not to take from a character, of course before their realization and development. Hey guys, DarkheroJosh here, and today we're going to be talking about why you shouldn't act like Hachiman from Season 1 or Oriki around the start of Hyouka for your own good. If you end up enjoying this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below what other characters do you guys want me to talk about next on the channel. And without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Now, before I do a deep dive into this video, I want to make it thoroughly clear that I love both Hachiman and Oriki's character along with both of their respected series. So you might be wondering, why am I saying that both of them alongside many other rom-com and or slice of life MCs are bad influences? Well, let me explain. In the beginning of both Oregairu and Hyouka, it's quite obvious at first glance that these two main characters were different from the rest. They both had different views and interpretations of the world and just life in general. For Hachiman, he thought that those who delight in youth should drop dead and pretty much thought that the world itself was at fault, while Oriki continued living a uneventful, unhealthy, and pretty much just a grey life. So much so to the point where he found comfort in it. They both also saw no problem with the way that they acted or thought, being completely unself-aware at their becoming. Around the middle of their shows, they start to realize their differences and want to change, but they aren't really sure how to take that first step into that direction. Now, most of you may be watching this video up until this point still wondering what any of this has to do with them being bad influences. Well, let me tell you. Now, I'm gonna take a leap here and say most people who've come across Oregairu and Hyouka for the first time were most likely somewhere around their teens, finding the show extremely relatable. I mean, it only makes sense considering the fact that both shows' target audiences are people around that age. Socialized personalities and general changes start to happen around this time, either positively or negatively. And most of you Oregairu and Hyouka watchers have been influenced by both the main characters in some way, shape, or form, mainly in the personality and attitude department, to the possible point where many have started to act like them subconsciously. When you first watch either series, most wouldn't think, oh, these guys are weird, or these guys are messed up, but rather start relating to them and their problems, as well as slowly but surely altering yourselves in some way, shape, or form in order to act or even feel like them, simply because you like the way that they thought about life and how they went about their own lives from a day-to-day basis. You know that one saying, what you watch is what you become, or something like that? Well, this is no different, as it has the same effect. The main problem is what the majority of people who've watched either anime are taking from it. Instead of them taking from the MC's realization that they needed to change for the better of themselves and the ones around them, they end up taking from the negative traits of the character's personality pre-development. So in other words, what they took from either show was what they should have learned not to take from or even become. If an author wrote a whole series revolving around a character's changes and development, purposely trying to show that people can turn back no matter how far they've gone, and the majority of fans, instead of learning from the same mistakes the MC made during the series, end up making those same mistakes IRL, completely removes the morals and purpose that the author was trying to tell all along. Things like youth, opportunity, friendships, and many more could be missed out on and potentially wasted if you decide to continue acting like Hachiman or Oriki did before they realized. I was once in that position too, believe me. I thought that Oriki's attitude and personality was cool and I admired it. I thought that I truly understood the way Hachiman went about life and how he thought about life, sort of relating myself to it in a way. And as time went on, I saw myself slowly but surely acting almost exactly like them. I don't know, maybe I thought I was cool, or maybe I was doing something cool or something along those lines. But then one day I asked myself, if those two characters I admire so much even saw the wrongs in the way that they acted, why do I still think it's cool? Like, even Hachiman at the end of the series cringed when Mitsuharuka repeated something he said 3 years ago, saying that those who delight in youth should drop dead. It was from there where I actually realized what I was doing was pretty dumb and pretty stupid, and I started to change for the better of myself. And long story short, I personally think that I'm doing way better than I was back then. Now let me say this again, I do love both Hachiman and Oriki, But if there's at least one thing that could be generally learned and taken from watching either of them, it's that it's not too late to change, and that opportunity and chance will present themselves when that change is made. But with that, we've already made it to the end of the video. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below what other characters do you guys want to see me talk about next on the channel. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great day and see ya.